Anyway, we want to welcome everybody back to the store. We're so happy to be open yesterday and today, now that the rules have changed a little bit, so people are allowed to come in. We want to thank everybody for respecting the rules of the state, Long Island, and each other, because everybody was great with everybody that came through the store. They respected everybody's boundaries and limits, so we want to thank you for that. Thank you for being here, and we have some new things, some old things that we want to show you, and some people we want to thank for their creativity and easy workings with the embroidery machine. So without further delay, I'll give. Oh, I would love to do the happy dance, but I have no rhythm, so I don't want to scare you.
Okay, well, welcome back. We were really excited to open up. We saw a lot of you folks come in the past 2 days, and everyone's wearing their masks, and we're trying to maintain that social distance as far as much as possible. So thank you for that. We are doing today a little thing with the Janine Babich tabletop designs. If you look at the post below us, you're going to see an order form that says Tabletop Designs by Janine Babich or something. If you click on that link, it goes to a Google Doc. It goes to a Google Doc where you can place your order. And once you go through all that, at the end, there's a place to put your name, your address, all that pertinent information. On the very last line, it asks if you want to do pickup or delivery. You could also write us any notes that you want in that section too. Once we get your form, what we're going to do is contact you when your order is ready. And we'll don't put any payment information down. We will contact you for that with your order total and everything. And then below that link for the tabletop designs is another link for the Better Not Pout fabric lines, because I have a few other things to show you besides the Janine Babich designs. These are hoop embroidery designs, but if you're not someone who does machine embroidery, just hang in there, because there's a couple other things we want you to see. We got in these really cute fabrics yesterday, and as soon as they came in, I was like, oh, we have to show everyone. So we'll show you those as soon as we go through these. Okay, so Janine Babich tabletop designs, they are all done completely in the hoop. So when you're done doing your embroidery, you take it out, you pull away the stabilizer, you turn it right side out, iron it, and you have a completely finished project. You do need at least a 5x7 hoop. They come on a CD with all the formats and everything in them that you need. The designs are in here, printed out. You don't have to print out the instructions, are in here, all printed out. You do not have to print them out yourself. They're very well explained. And if any of you have ever seen Janine Babich embroidery, her digitizing is beautiful. We really, really love it. So just to show you, they are meant to be used for starters, on this little scroll top tripod stand. Let me see if I can show you. This is the cat one. I'm partial to the dogs, but this is the cat one. So the whole thing is done, completely finished in the hoop, including the little hangers. And this is, here is the dogs. This is Boo. This is one of the first ones that we did, isn't it? The Boo design?
Yes.
Yeah. The Boo design for Halloween is really cute because it also has little bats, little dimensional bats that you add to it when you're done. This is the Let It Snow, which was really popular. Not that we want snow now or anything. And then behind me on the wall, I have a whole bunch of other ones. When we're done with this, we're going to risk giving you a close-up with that camera, as long as it keeps on behaving. There also are other ways to do it. Now, this is the way that they're meant to be done, or they're designed for, but just to change it up, we did a few other things. This is It's Your Day, and it's a birthday one, and instead of doing it as a tabletop, we did it as a little pillow. Really cute. And then, also, this one here, we did as a little wall hanging. This is the Sun, Sand, Surf one. Now we do have it here in its original form. I'll just move this aside so you can see it. Can they see it?
Delayed.
Yeah, you delayed. Here, we did it in like sandy colors
Put your hand down.
with a teal background. I love this one. I love it. But we also, I should say Debbie, did it as a wall hanging in the same colors. Just, it's nice, it's small, it'll fill up that space. It's really beautiful. One of our favorite ones to do. Then there's also ones, this one, 'Tis the Season. I love this. This one we can't really keep in stock. Let me just show you. Here's the pattern. And we did it pretty much just the way it shows. It's so cute. It really is. Now some of them have a little extra going on with them. The Festival of Lights for Hanukkah and the 25 Days of Christmas, the Festival of Lights has the numbers 1 through 8 for the 8 nights of Hanukkah. So you would change this on your tabletop stand to coordinate, for each night. The countdown, this is a countdown to Christmas one. So this one, it says how many days until Christmas, 25, and then you do a bunch of numbers like this. When you get down to the single digits, here, when you're just like 1 day until Christmas, there's another panel that you make that has a little saying on it that to fill up the extra space. And another thing, just to show you guys, this is Life is Better with a Cat. We do, don't be afraid to do your own thing with the colors and everything. Here's the pattern. And there's the tabletop that we did. Likewise, there is, let's see, Home is Where the Dog Is. Can they see that?
Yep.
Okay. Whoops, I knocked it over. We did that one a little differently, too. Okay, yeah. They're all going all over. Technical difficulties. There we go. Now, this one is brand new. It's called You and Me. We just got it in, haven't had a chance to do it. And when we saw it, we thought this would be great for an anniversary gift. Like if someone is celebrating a silver anniversary or even a gold anniversary, or for a wedding in their wedding colors. This would be really a pretty one. And there's also one on the order list that is a pre-order, and I do mark it on as a pre-order. It's called God Bless America. We have the USA one, which you can do with the words in here or without the words. That's an older one, but the God Bless America one is brand. It's so new, we don't even have it yet. So that one, you can order it, and as soon as it comes in, we'll get it to you. I think it's expected like the middle of June or something, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is it. That's pretty much. Let's give them a close-up of everything.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. We're taking you for a ride.
I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. Okay. So again, we have the Festival of Lights. We have the Easter Rejoicing, Hallelujah. We have Hop into Spring.
Okay, I'm going across.
Okay, Joy also has the little dimensional leaves. Those are added when it's all done. Here's the 25 Days Until Christmas.
Go down.
Fall into Love. This is Leaves Are Falling, Autumn is Calling. Then here's the 2 USAs. Luck of the Irish. I Love You, Be Mine. This one.
So cute.
Well, I love this one.
Love
This
that
one has a little bow on it too. You know what I love? I love the red and white embroidery around the border. This is Laugh, Live, Love. Here's the Sun, Sand, Surf. Home, Sweet Home.
Can't see. Let me get closer.
Can you get closer?
Now I got it.
Home,
okay.
Sweet Home. And then Fun in the Sun. And you know what I did here? Can they show that? These are the sunglasses, so I had a little bit of iron-on vinyl left over. So it's applique, so I just ironed that onto my applique piece so that it looks like a little shiny thing going on there for sunglasses.
I'm going to show the boo.
Okay, and here's the boo with the bats. And here is the Let It Snow, which, I don't want anything to do with snow right
We
now.
always say let it snow somewhere else.
Yes, that's what we usually say. And here again is that it's your day. So again, you get the pattern, has a CD with all the formats. You do need at least a 5x7 hoop. The instructions are in here. They're really well explained, really well laid out. And Debbie and I are actually working on a how-to video for this to post on our website on our how-to page. If you think we're shaky with Facebook Live, you should see us with videos. So that might take a little bit more time to do. So that is the Janine Babich. And again, if you look at the order form for the Janine Babich, you'll see all these listed. Most of them are $16. The ones that have like a little extra in them are a little more. But most of them run $16. Okay. And now we're clearing space now because this is for you not embroiderers and embroiderers. Don't go away. Okay. Don't go away. So as you know, we just got back into the store yesterday and the FedEx guy showed up, much to our surprise. We didn't know. It's like Christmas when he comes, especially now because we don't remember anything. And he came in with this boxes of these fabrics by Laura Haney. It's called Potpourri. Gorgeous. I've always loved her design. She has beautiful watercolor designs, and then she accents them with these black outlines. I think they're beautiful. These are her peonies from her Potpourri line, and this is on a light blue mottled background. Just beautiful. These are from Wyndham Fabrics, so you know they're a nice quality. So those are the peonies in blue. These are the same print in a yellow. A little bright, but not too bright yellow. Also kind of a mottled background. And there's words on there that say create and buds, flowers, says peony. That's how I know they're peonies because I really am botanically challenged. So I'm going to go with what she says. Peonies in yellow. Then here in a gray, almost, it has a, would you say it has a bit of like a purpley cast to it, Deb?
Yes.
Yes. Would you want to say it's more of a lavender or gray? Maybe it's a really grayed lavender. It's beautiful here. So these are the peonies in, it's down on the order form is gray, but it definitely has a lavender hint to it, a purple hint to it. Very pale, soft. Okay, and then the other ones are these, I don't know what flowers these are, so I just put floral down.
They're beautiful.
Are they chrysanthemums?
They're
No
beautiful.
idea. No idea. And there's no hints. It's also, I'm going to say the chrysanthemums, and these are the cream background towards the yellow. Oh, yeah, it says chrysanthemum. Okay. So these are the chrysanthemums. And I would say this is a cream background towards a yellow tint to it. Okay. And then these are also the same print as those, the chrysanthemums, again on a grayish, bluish, grayish kind of background. Really nice. Very pretty. Okay. How are the colors coming out? Good?
Yes.
Good. Okay. We had trouble with colors last time. Then we got this line, also from the Potpourri collection. It's typography. Just really cool background fabric for something. For collage or something like that. It's just types and it says words like bloom, it has like flower seeds on there. And this is a mottled pink background. The words are in black. You see it? Okay. That's one of the typographies in pink. Then this one is, is this the cream? This is like a...
It's like a creamy yellow.
It's a creamy yellow kind of color. Yeah, it's got this creamy yellow like that peony one.
How much are the fabrics?
How much are the fabrics? Are $12.30 a yard. $12.30 a yard, sorry. $12.30 a yard. Okay. They have a nice hand to them too. All right, this is also the typography in a blue, mottled blue, faintly mottled, but definitely not a solid color background. Oh, it says zinnia. I see zinnia, lavender, lilac. Really nice. Okay. And this is a yellow. This is yellow. This one. As opposed to the creamy yellow, this is yellow. But pale, a pale yellow. And finally, there's a peach, soft peach mottled background. Very pretty. So these came in yesterday. And then we got a call from one of our distributors about getting in that other fabric coming soon. As soon as we get it, you guys, we'll get it out there because we're really excited to get new stuff in and everything. So that's the Laura Haney stuff. Okay. Now, this came in too. This is, you all remember the Better Not Pout, okay? We still have the fabrics and everything in the panels, and this is the book with all the projects. We reordered a lot of the fabrics. What's that? We had to reorder a lot. We had to reorder, but we have them. We have them in. This is the ones that we were showing you all last time. Well, you see this, and let's see the other one. And this one. Well, we got it. We didn't just get it. It's really cool. It's woven buffalo plaids. They are 20 inches wide. They are finished on the ends. They're hemmed.
It's like a continuous towel.
They are a continuous toweling, if you want to call it. But if you have her book and you want to make one of her table runners, what you do is you can order the length that you want, and then I believe she recommends to add 2 inches. You have to look at your specific table runner that you want to do. Add that to the length, and then you can order that amount. This is, I love this one. It's a red and green. This is a window pane. This is a red and green window pane. Marlo, I put yours aside. She called earlier.
She was already in the store.
She was here. She saw it. Yours is aside already. These are $9 a yard, and they're just super nice. This is a gorgeous Christmas green. I think these are perfect. I mean, you could do table runners. You can do placemats. You could do towels out of them. This is the buffalo check in green. Okay, $9 a yard. These are also on that same order form as the Janine Babich tabletop displays. And this is a very nice red towel. There you go. So they're 20 inches wide, 20 inches. They're hemmed. That's great. They're sold by, we're selling them by, on the order form, I think you can do half a yard, a yard. If you want more than that, in the notes section at the bottom of the order form, say, I would like this much, I would like that much, okay? But the minimum cut is a half a yard on this. And they're really nice. They are woven, so they are the same on both sides. They have this note saying face side because the hem gets turned over to that side. It's probably something I would do is do it upside down. So those are new. Just in the other day. And again, we also still have this book. Where did it go? So these are some of the things you can make with it. In the book, these are applique projects, and we have all these fabrics. So if you look on the order form for Better Not Pout, aprons. Yeah, aprons. You could do aprons out of these. Really they would be great for aprons. We have all these fabrics, so you can see all these fabrics on the Better Not Pout order form. And also, we still have a couple of the panels left.
Not much.
Not much, but we have a couple. So these are just some of the projects in here. But we're really excited to get this. I think this is a great idea, especially since you can buy it for the length that you want. So that is new with the Better Not Pout line. Okay. All right, guys, I have one more thing to show you. you know, masks have become a part of our everyday wardrobe. And if you're like me, you're still trying to find a mask that you can be comfortable in for a longer amount of time than like 15 minutes. So I want to show you this. Okay, can you face it? Okay. Okay, this is just a real quick demo. Okay. Can you bend it, or do you have to?
Go ahead.
You got it? Okay. This is a face mask template from Creative Grid. It's available. It gives you 3 sizes, a small, medium, and large. And it's a way, I was playing with this last night, and I'm telling you, from beginning to end, you can whip one of these pups out in 15 minutes. If you really get going, you could probably do it in 10. It's fast, it's easy, and you know, like with anything, you'll want to play with it to make it like really fit you well. So like with all Creative Grids, it comes with complete easy set of instructions.
They have video on their website.
They have a video on their website too. Okay. So if you look at it, the first thing that you need to do is you need 2 squares of fabric for the outside, 2 squares of fabric for the inside. Depending on the size that you're making, you would cut your squares from 5 3/4 up to 6 1/2, small, medium, large. So what you would do is, let's say you want to do, okay, let's say you want to do the medium size or the small size. So do you see the dotted lines? That's small, that's medium, and the outside edge is large. So you cut your squares, you lay them out with the edges meeting, and you're going to place your template right on top of that square like that, okay? So if you're doing the small, you put that there, and then you're going to rotary cut it. Now the 45 works just fine here on the outside edge. I did find on the inner edge, like so, you know that horrible feeling when your blade hits the ruler? Well, I got that a few times. I found if I angled my blade away, it worked a little better, but it worked even better if I used my smaller rotary cutter. But if you do your small rotary cutter, you might have a little problem with it banging in like this. So, you know, you got to play with it a little. I found if I angled it like so, it cut much easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 squares for the outside of your mask, 2 squares for the inside of the mask. You're going to cut out your pieces, so you're going to have an inside and an outside, like so. You stitch that big outside curve, 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then you have to clip that curve. Save yourself a lot of time and trouble and use your pinking shears to just trim that. It's a lot easier than sitting there snipping. Works just fine. Then what you do is you open them up. You're going to iron, and what you would do is, what I did was iron this seam one way, and I ironed this seam the other way. You're going to put them right sides together, like this, and you're going to stitch each side with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, like so. Okay, so here's my piece. I stitched 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch. Then what you do is you take your piece of elastic. They give you the measurements for the elastic, but just like with anything, you're going to adjust it to yourself, so you definitely want to make a test one to start. So you take your piece of elastic and you scooch it on the inside up to the top. You see how it's there? I have it bumped up right against the seam allowance, flush with the top of the piece. And you pin it here, and then you pin it here. Then what you do is you stitch straight across the entire edge.
Nestle your seam.
What?
Nestle your seam.
Yes, you sew your seam.
No, nestle those.
Oh yeah, yeah. You nest these 2 guys together. That's why you know, iron them in the opposite directions. So you're going to stitch across the entire top with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then go right from the edge to the edge, because you want to be sure to catch that elastic in there. And then again, you're going to clip that seam. Use your pinking shears, a lot easier, like so. All right, so you can see on this side. So I stitched it, and you have to back stitch, guys. So yeah, this isn't quilting, so you have to be sure to secure your seam at the beginning and end. So you stitch across the entire thing. Then what you do is you're going to do the same thing with your elastic on the other side. So you're going to push that elastic up inside and have the raw edges meet and have it tucked up against the side of the seam on both sides. Just be sure you get the rest of the elastic out of the way so that you don't stitch it in. And then one of the last things to do is then come right across again, and you're going to stitch, back stitch, secure your stitch, stitch to about here, back stitch, leave an opening for turning, come and stitch on this side, and then you're going to just turn the whole thing right side out. And this is where it always takes me forever. But once you turn it right side out, then you have a decision to make. Well, first, what you're going to do. Okay, so you turn it right side out, like so. There's your opening. You're going to turn those edges under, and then you're going to top stitch all around the edge. Before you top stitch, you have to make a decision if you want to put a pleat in the side or not. Okay, so if you don't put a pleat in the side, you have to try it on, see how it feels. So you can just top stitch all around the edge to close the opening, or if you want to do a pleat, can you see this? You would just pleat. The trick to pleats is put the bulk outside, on the outside of your mask. You don't want it on the inside because that's just going to be something else pushing against your face. So you can play around with the pleats, and what I also recommend doing is if you decide to do the pleat, take it over to your ironing board, pleat it, and iron it down in place, get it nice and flat. It'll be easier to do your stitching around the outside. So you're just going to edge stitch around the outside, and you got a mask. Show them the mask. Like this. Really, once you start doing this, you can get these done in under 15 minutes. So that is the Creative Grid face mask template, 3 sizes in 1. I have to tell you, we had how many in here?
6 this morning.
6 this morning. We have 1 left on the wall. We've already reordered because just every other person who walked in here today took one. So we will be getting more in. They're fast. They work great. Creative Grid has that no slip on the outside, which makes it a lot easier too. And I think we're going to be wearing masks for a little while. So these are lightweight, easy to wear. Okay. All right. Anyone have any questions? Okay, don't.
I don't know because I can't do that at the same time.
Deb was holding the phone while I was doing this. So. Any questions? Okay. All right. So again, we have the order forms right below this video. Sorry about the little technical difficulty with the phone popping out of the holder. We'll do better next time. And that's it. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.